For this. We're almost done. We got 2 weeks. We got this week, next week, and then we got Thrive event coming up. And after at the back of Thrive, you're going to be pumped out of your skulls, and there's going to be some massive, massive action. And of course, some of you are going to be in America with us in a few months in Colorado. It's going to be good. Just went to the States. It's all good there. Um, and yeah, we've got lots coming up. It's going to be good. So we got week 5 this week. We're going to talk about money. Next week, we're going to do Q&A, open mic Q&A and graduation. And for those who've enrolled 2 people, they'll graduate. And then we have Thrive. Now, how many of you are coming to Thrive? Great. Excellent. How many don't know what Thrive is? Okay. How many are not coming to Thrive? Hands up if you're not coming. Yes.
Yeah.
Timmy, you're not coming? Hands up if you live in Southeast Queensland. Katrina now lives in Southeast Queensland. So if you're in Southeast Queensland and you're not coming, I'm going to kill you. No, I'm not going to kill you. That would be a bit extreme. But you may as well kiss your Ice Jenks career goodbye. It's game over for you. If you want to really get after this thing, you'll be at that event. Now, I know it's a little bit trickier if you're interstate, or certainly some of you are in a different country. Hands up if you live in New Zealand and you're coming. Okay, so you guys have got a 3 hour flight. It's a little bit dearer. It's actually closer than Perth and it's cheaper than Perth, so that's good. So you guys are coming from New Zealand. So you watched The Commitment. Kylie almost won her first trip to Colorado because she went to an event and she's lit a flame inside of her, right? Is that right, Kylie? And you've been showing up. Like,
Yep. That's right.
and so, what do you think is going to happen to Kylie Greenwood's business after Thrive? Any guesses? It's going to pump. Yes. And the reason it's going to pump is because when you're in business of any kind, and what I mean by business is money making. Okay, if you want to make money in this world, you have to have a level of belief in yourself. You have to have a level of belief in the vehicle you're building. You have to have a level of belief in seeing other people have done it who are like you. And you'll never get belief like that if you don't go to events. So here, let me make this very clear if I haven't yet. Only people who go to events win at any business. Not even this business. Any business, right? When my dad was in insurance, he went to the events. He learned how to do it. Okay? You've got to go to events. Yes, I just went to an event in Omaha. That's me going to an event to increase my belief levels. You must attend events. You must, you must, you must. For not just for the Ice Jenks business to build it up, but just for yourself. Like few people even go to church anymore, and they want to live this big juicy life, and they don't get out of the house. They don't go to events. They don't learn new things. They don't grow their network. They just sit inside. And so the event is really designed to bring you out of your shell and really tap into your greatness and help you really move out of your comfort zone and meet new people, learn new things, and build your belief level so they're 10 out of 10. How many of you would love a belief level like mine? Right. Do you know the secret as to how Alicia and I built our belief in ourselves and others and business?
Events, events, events.
1000% event, event, event. We started on a little Zoom call like this, like what you guys are doing. We're like, oh, this is kind of fun. Cool, we'll do a little bit. Yeah, and we're just very, very like, just like, it's just so small compared to the events. Now, we flew to Perth for our very first event, corporate event. Um, yeah, it was 2 grand. It was just, but it was a faith step. Like, well, if we're going to do something different, because we want to get a different result. How many of you would agree that being financially independent is different to the norm? Okay. So would you agree with me if I said, hey, if you want a different outcome, you've got to be prepared to put in a different input? Does that make sense? Yes? Okay. What most people are looking for is a different outcome, but what they're putting into it is a conventional input. Conventional input looks like this. Oh, nah, nah. I'm gonna go do this, and then I'm gonna do that. Nah, it's not for me. I'm taking a step back. No, 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 no. And in their mind, in their heart, I know they're screaming for a different life. But the program is so strong in them that your brain will not let you step outside your comfort zone. And it'll create all these safe places and excuses for you to make up, and you'll start to believe them, and then you will not do anything. And then if you have a conventional input, you're just not going to get you'll have a conventional output. Wind the clock forward, get a sample of people who are about 60 or 70, interview them, and interview a few of them, and the average of what comes back is what you're going to probably experience. Because if you put the same inputs, conventional inputs they've put in, you'll get the same output as them. It's not difficult to see your future. If you live a conventional life and do conventional things, it's not difficult for me to predict your future. In fact, I'm fairly certain if you put it into ChatGPT, it would predict your future. If you wanted to play that crazy game, I'm sure you could. However, if you started to put in different prompts, different inputs to ChatGPT, like, hey, Chat, if I went and did this and that and that and this and this and this and then that, that's completely unconventional, what do you think would happen? And you'll see it'll spit out a completely different life. It'll be a fun exercise to do, to put in what you conventionally would do and see what came out, and then put the unconventional and see what came out. And you'll see two completely different paths. It's like a fork in the road. One goes right, one goes left. And I thank whoever and anyone that we went left. Like, I'm so glad we went to that event. Changed everything for us. And what happens when you go to events like that is that the activity and the connections and the learnings, they compound into the future. And I can't explain what it's like to go to one if you've never been to one, because it's like trying to explain what a strawberry tastes like. It tastes yum. Yeah, it's just hard to explain it. So, if you haven't been to an event, I would encourage, again, you don't have to fly to America, okay, and spend $3,500 doing that, even though we've done that with Isagenix many times. I'm not asking you, but what I'm encouraging you to do would be get on an aeroplane, get into a little hotel room and share with someone, and get into life. Start engaging with the world. Go on an adventure. Get out of your PJs, out from under the doona, and start living your goddamn life, because it'll go so fast, and then you'll think, oh, yeah, but no one's ever given me an opportunity. Here's one. This is what it looks like. It's scary, it's weird, but here's an opportunity. I'm giving you one. There's an event coming up in about 2 weeks. It's called Thrive. Alicia's put the link in the chat there. You click on it, you buy a ticket, you organize your accommodation, and you get on a plane. And travel's so cheap at the moment. Like, it's like only 2 grand to go to America. So to get here, it's pretty cheap. It's going to be a kick-ass event. So I'm encouraging you to take the adventure. Do something different with your life. If you want a different outcome, if you're here on Side Hustle School and you signed up for a different life, this is what it looks like. It's very inconvenient, I know. Success is like that. It's not convenient, I'm afraid. Um, there's a guy by the name of Daniel Priestley. Anyone heard of Daniel Priestley? He was on Diary of a CEO. He was interviewed by Stephen Bartlett on Diary of a CEO podcast. He wrote a book called Key Person of Influence, and oversubscribed. Great books. He's a wonderful business leader. And he said, in the world of AI, how many of you are now seeing that AI is starting to really have a huge impact on our daily doings and comings and taskings and so forth? Yes. And just nod your head if you would agree that it will take a lot of jobs in the next 5 years. Yes, you're starting to see a lot of that, like, oh, I was getting paid to push emails around, and now fucking an agent's going to do that for me. Shit, what's going to happen? And so he did this live the other day on his Instagram, and I watched it. It was so compelling. He said, with the world of AI, what's going to happen is people who are paid by the hour to move things around with a mouse are going to be out of a job. And so if your job requires you to move a mouse of any kind, or regurgitate information of any kind, it's very likely you're going to get disrupted. And if it scares you, it should. It even frightens me to some extent, and I'm pretty versatile. But it's coming. And so what he said in his live was he said, it's those in the world who have skills, variety of skills, but he said who have agency that will win. And by win, I mean just have a different life than most other people. Um, and do you know what agency is? It's fascinating. He said you have to have high agency. So that's interesting. Does anyone know what high agency is? High agency is where you kick the door down to get the answer. So let me give you an example. When he said in his live, you need high agency, I went and searched on ChatGPT and Google, what is high agency? And I found the answer and I soothed my own solution. That's high agency. And those watching the live went, Daniel, what's high agency? They have low agency. So whether it's Isagenix or it's something else, I want you to know that with the world of AI, you can't hide anymore behind a job. Everyone's going to get exposed. Okay. And so, from what I understand, it's agency that will set you apart. And those that get to thrive under, you know, tricky circumstances, even, they have high agency. And that's arguably why not everyone who goes to events makes six figures, of course, but everyone who makes six figures goes to events. Not everyone who goes to events makes six figures, but everyone who makes six figures goes to events because it proves agency. It's proof that there's agency. You're kicking the door down and you're walking through it. You're not waiting for someone to come and open it and put you on a, I don't know, in a wheelchair and roll you through. You're getting after it yourself. Does that make sense? So part of what we want to teach you with Side Hustle Schools, we don't want to, we're not going to drag anyone through it. We want to encourage you. We want to encourage those with high agency to, if you don't have it, to get it. And if you got it, let's see it. Because we're just teaching you the basics on here. You're gonna have to come to the events to learn the juice. And then you can apply these. Once you got more belief in yourself, you can apply the skills in here even better. Yes. Yeah. High agency is where the future is, and I'm talking like 2 years away. You wait till anyone seen an AI agent work before? An AI agent, and they're going to be come pretty quickly. I'll give you an example. Um, Here we go. Let me see. Book this trip for me to Thailand. I want to go for a month and I want to fly with Qantas and I want to stay at this hotel and this is my budget. Can you please go book it? And I would speak that into my AI. Boop, 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 boop. It would then go to my computer and it would click up, it would go to whatif.com. It would select the hotels that would fit that bill. It would go into Qantas, it would book the flight, and it would be doing all this while I'm doing something else. That's an agent. The same thing will come when it comes to making money, right? But if you don't have like the high agency gift, then you're going to be replaced by a robot, effectively. And some people can't see it coming. So what we want to do is prepare you for it by giving you the skills. Network marketing gives you all the skills. Okay, all the skills. How many of you would love my skills? Public speak, talk on Zoom, lead, sell, market, etc., etc. Great, excellent. I learned more with Isagenix specifically because I kept going to events and we kept creating opportunities for ourselves. But you got to get to one before you get to the rest. So with that said, how many of you are now coming to Thrive? Though, oh, you're not coming. So Wendy, you're not coming. Dan, you're not coming after that wonderful speech. I didn't convince you. Okay, you're not going to come. You can't. Look at this. No? You like this? No, 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 no. Have you got something on? Yes. Okay. So, no passport. Oh, that's easy to fix. I think you can get a passport in 24 hours, can you not? Interesting. Yeah, it's 2 weeks away. Maybe look into that. But isn't it cool that you're going to get a passport now? Then you can go traveling internationally. Excited. This business grows people in ways and you couldn't even imagine. Couldn't even. There's a lady. I think she's. Yeah, I forget who it might have been. Never been on an airplane before, and because she was invited to an event, first time she flew. So this business really compels you to live life, and so I hope to see you all there. Now, if you are coming, hands up who's coming. Okay, here's where it gets a bit tricky for you. You're easy to get in those doors because you're coming. You're committed. You bought a ticket. So the challenge you're going to face is who are you bringing? Hands up if you're bringing at least one person. Awesome. Well done. Hands up if you're not yet bringing someone but you want to. Okay. Let me make this really clear because it will be honestly, how many of you want to just move your business forward at 5 times faster? Yes? Okay. So we're going to go through this training today. I'm going to go through training next week, but I want to leave this with you. It doesn't matter what I do in this training, and it doesn't matter what you do from the training this week and next week because we're not really covering it. It will still move your business forward a little bit, okay? But if you want to 5x it in the next 12 months, the number one activity that would be on your mind from today, tomorrow, and the 10 days we have before this event is on, okay, which is all we have, the number one thing you should focus on would be what?
Getting someone to the event.
Yes, that's it. That's pretty much all it would be. That's how you 5x. The number of cycles you will make on a weekly basis is dictated by how many people you have in the room in your downline. And I look back now at 2019 at that event, we had about 280 people there at that event. And we'll have the lion's share of the people at this event. Event, 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 event. Just invite people to come along with you. Okay? Just invite them today, tomorrow. If they're going to say no, then wouldn't have mattered anyway because you weren't going to invite them in the first place. No skin off your nose. I used to always be a little bit afraid, like, what happens if they say no? What happens if you don't invite them? What did Wayne Gretzky say? He's got a famous saying. What is this? What's Wayne Gretzky's famous saying? Anyone know? Anyone know who Wayne Gretzky is? You don't know who Wayne Gretzky? Who is Wayne Gretzky?
Is he a ball player?
No. Ice hockey. He was the most famous ice hockey player. He's Canadian, actually. And he has this great saying. He said,
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
yes, you miss 100%.
Thanks, ChatGPT.
They called him the great one. He's the Michael Jordan of ice hockey. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you don't invite anyone next week or the week after, you're going to miss 100% of them anyway. If you invited 50 people to come to this event and 5 said yes, you will grow your business so fast. I promise. And of course, if you go there yourself, you'll grow it fast too. Okay? So the lesson here is move hell and high water to be in those doors for the weekend. And if you've already been to an event, move hell and high water, or move mountains, I should say, to get at least one person there with you. Invite, 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 invite. Okay, cool. All right, ready for the training? That wasn't the training, that was just a Just gentle reminder that this is the most important thing you can do is to be in the event and have someone with you. Okay. Starts the school week 5. Big congratulations to these legends here. We have Shane, who ran one of the Rediscover You masterclasses, Aaron, who ran a masterclass, Naomi, who ran a masterclass, Kylie, first one she's ever done, Katrina, who ran a masterclass, and Kylie as well, who ran a masterclass. You all did so well. Really enjoyed everyone's. The only feedback we said was to do more of them, and they all did so well. So that's stepping up and running a masterclass, learning how to sell, right? So how many of you who did it had someone say ready at the end? Awesome. Great. How did it feel to be able to sell at scale?
It was great. He's just signed up tonight, actually. So
Awesome. Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Fantastic. See how cool it is to be able to do one to many? One to many is leverage. Leverage is the ultimate superpower of the rich. Leverage. Okay. Well done to you, legends. Let's do a pop quiz. Let's just start off first with the pop quiz. Just let me know if your buzzer's working. Hit me with your buzzer.
Riley,
Kylie,
Maggie.
Timothy.
Anna,
Wendy,
Meryl,
G.
Oh, yeah.
G. Tim.
Hello, Timothy.
Working? Silka, yours is working. Martin's yours working.
Dan.
Martin, is your buzzer working? It's not working. Your buzzer's not working. He's like, I can't play this. Katie, yours. Fee. It's Joe. Nadia. Have I got you guys?
B.
Nice one, Fee. Katie, yours working? Joe? Nadia?
Katie.
Oh, you got there quite like Katie. Okay.
Nadia,
Nice
can you
one.
hear me?
Yes. Joe, we got you?
Okay.
I'm just making sure we got volume here. And we haven't got Joe. Okay, cool. All right, let's go. So let's do the pop quiz now. See who knows what. Giddy up. Ready? First question, different format. 1. How many new customers do you need to enroll during Silas?
Riley,
And
Dude.
2.
2.
Yes, 2 customers. Wonderful, excellent. Where can you find all the different ways to follow up with a prospect?
Ezra,
Riley,
Great fella.
Nadia,
Aaron.
E for Free Club.
Yeah, whereabouts?
Just scroll down to question 5.
It's step 7.
info.
I believe it's step 7, but yeah. E for free club info. Well done. Good one. Question 3. What are some of the effective ways a prospect can learn about
Kylie,
more about Astrogenics? Kylie.
rediscover you info and then the biohack YouTube clip.
Okay, so rediscover you info what?
The Facebook group. Sorry. Rediscover your Facebook group and then add them to tag them in the video.
Great. Add them to the group, tag them in the featured post. You can send them the biohacking masterclass replay on YouTube. You can invite them to the live biohacking masterclass. You can invite them to the Shake Up Your Finances masterclass, and you can bring them to an in-person event. They're the ways to help people learn more. Okay. Awesome. 4. How can you consistently generate new leads?
Show up, Kylie.
Yes.
Post, and show up.
Post on social media. Yes. That's advertising.
Talk to people.
Yeah, you can talk to people face to face. Yep. Or in Messenger. What else?
You can advertise.
Yeah, you can advertise outside social media if you want to.
Network.
Yeah, you can get referrals. Organic social media content, asking simple connecting based questions, referrals, paid advertising, and yes, networking events. So paid advertising, you can click on Instagram and you can actually just boost your posts now and get leads. God, never been so simple to generate leads. You're welcome to do cold calling if you want. But and Alicia and I tried we tried putting brochures on cars in the SeaWorld car park when we first started. No one called. Can you believe it? How irritating. Anyway, that doesn't work, so don't do that. Posting on social media is free. It's very simple to do because ChatGPT does it all the work for you. You literally don't have to think anymore. And asking simple connecting questions is you being a good human being, right? And asking for referrals is really easy because you can't get shut down. And of course, you can boost the posts that do well, you can boost them, right? And go to networking events. These are just, any events are networking events, right? Just building your network, adding people on social media, helping them. Yeah. So look, there's different ways. It's so simple now to generate leads. 5. What is one of the highest paid skills in network marketing?
Tommy,
Tommy.
inviting people to your event.
Yes, getting people to events is the highest paid skill. Absolutely, yes. 100%. Right, that's the highest paid skill. Great, excellent. So who won that? Kylie? Kylie Greenwood won, huh? All right.
Can't win a trip to Colorado, but I can win the pop quiz. Yeah.
Hey, it's all related. It's all related. Don't worry. Your self-belief's gone way up because you're so close. It's all good. We've been
Don't
there.
worry, Kylie. One day it's a box of snack bites. Next day it's a trip to Colorado.
That's right. You betcha. That's how it works. You got to pay the price to get up there. We missed our first 2 events. Trips. That's the way it is. We just stuck around long enough. All right, photo time. Let's do a quick photo together. Okay, in the count of 3, give me your funniest photo. Ready? Okay, no, not even that. Scariest. Wait. On the count of 3, do scariest photo. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's so good. Oh, that's a good one. All right, this is going to go on public Facebook, and we're going to tag all your friends from school that you didn't like. Yeah, all your frenemies. Yep, those ones that you still think about you. All right, there we go. I'm just kidding. Tag your children in it. Put it on Snapchat. All right, that was fun. That was really fun. Can't wait to share that one with everyone in the group chat. It's gonna be good. Okay, photo time. That's good. So here we go. The homework for last week was post every day on social media for the next 7 days and invite 15 people to the Biohack Masterclass. How many of you did the homework? Well done. Awesome. Great. Well done. Fantastic. Excellent. Did you find it simple to post on social media? Yeah, Danny's like this. What happened to you, Danny? Tell us what happened. Hit us with the juice. What did you find tricky?
It wasn't so much tricky. It was more the fact that I wasn't organized enough and didn't plan my days well enough. I just made sure that my pockets of time. But yeah, I some days had more posts than others. Today, I don't know why, but I was just in a really peppy mood. I was on cleanse today, so I think I've posted like 12 times.
You posted 12 times.
I think so, between my story and
That's
Facebook
amazing.
and yeah.
Well done. Well done. Awesome. Yeah, it's really simple to. Did you find it simple to post though? Just words that you just don't have to make up anymore yourself even. Just blogging away.
You just come up with an idea and chuck it in ChatGPT. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, you can put how you're feeling and it can rewrite it however you want.
Or steal someone else's.
Yeah, you can borrow someone else's. Yep. Just getting you used to doing it is the trick, right? When you first start doing this. And you kind of understand too, like, do people really want to hear this? And turns out they do. Don't ask me why, but we're all weirdos. We want to know what's happening, right? Yeah, and I was at the Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meeting on the weekend in Omaha, and Warren Buffett was there, and he has this like what would you call it even? I guess it's a saying. And he said, the wealthiest are those that produce the most and take the least. They're the wealthiest people are the ones that produce the most and consume the least. Okay. Let that sink in for a second. We were taught when we were kids that rich people were greedy. But turns out to get wealthy, you have to actually produce more than you consume. And he said that there was a guy in his office, Kiewit Plaza, where he works, the guy that actually owns the plaza. He's one of America's biggest construction company owners. And he called him a great producer. And he consumed very little, meaning he flew economy. He watched watched what he spent money on. He wasn't lavish with his spending, but he produced a huge amount of value to the world. And that's why he got paid so much. So there are people on social media that are consumers that provide no value to the world. No, I don't say no value. They engage with certain things that give some value, but many just watch and don't do anything, right? They're just in the shadows. And there's those that produce. Those that produce value for the world, right? So you got to decide, do you want to be a producer or a consumer? Of anything, not just social media, but anything. Do you want to be a producer or a consumer? I had a mentor of mine, and I was at a group with all these men once, and one of the guys said, I just don't know. I don't know. I just don't want to say anything. I've got nothing to say. I don't want to say anything. I just want to stay quiet. And then my mate said to him, well, you know what they say about those people? He said, what? He said, say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. It's like, shit, I don't want to be nothing, right? So at some point, doesn't matter if it's on social media or off social media, fine, either which way. But if you don't find your voice and your message of some sort and express it in some way, you're going to remain a consumer. Does that make sense? And the reason why you're all here is because you want to learn how to make money. And money-making people produce more than they consume. It's like the ultimate wealth principle. Produce more than you consume. And you'll build wealth over time. So when it comes to social media, are you a producer or a consumer? And part of the process of learning this is to change teams and start becoming a producer more than a consumer. Right? And you don't have to copy anyone, especially with ChatGPT. If you go and find someone's post, highlight it, put it in chat and say, please rewrite this. And then post that. You don't need to plagiarize. It's so simple now. But produce, right? If you want to attract people to you, be a person of value. And people of value say things. And they do things. People of no value say nothing. Do nothing. I think what's really interesting is if you took... How many of you just don't like social media? Besides Alicia. Me and Alicia? Is that all? You all love social media? I fucking hate it. I wish it didn't exist. But it does. But I like to produce on it so I can leverage it to make my life better. Yes? If you didn't like it, for example, like I like it for the extent that I can produce on it and I can leverage it. Right? You don't have to love it to leverage it. I love my life, my dream life more than I hate social media. Does that make sense? So it's worth, the juice is worth the squeeze, so to speak. We have to put up with it, but it's worth it, right? But if you didn't, and you simply went to the store and you bought, how many Facebook friends would you have? Pop in the chat how many Facebook friends you have. $2,000, $4,300, $1,000, $3,000, $620, $360, $2,100, $1,700. Okay. Anyone with less than 100? Silka, how many have you got? Danny's got 360. Oh, what about the other Danny? Okay, great, 158. Okay, here's something, right? As an example, Wendy, 450. Here's what you can do as an example. You could go to the store. You could buy 158 cards, thank you cards, and just write a nice note in them and just post them to all 158 people. If you don't want to say anything, fine, but do something. So if you don't like social media, go do that. But you got to do something. Like, you got to do something. You can't just sit and expect to have money come. It just does. That's a psycho world. That's just not even on planet Earth. I don't know where that is. So if it's not social media, where is the message getting out? Where is the value being given? What are you doing for the world? What value do you bring? What value are you bringing today? Who are you serving? Are you serving people at work? Are you serving people in the car? Who are you serving? What makes you a person of value today? Who are you helping? You don't need to be on social media to help people, but you do have to do it. And what you'll discover at some point, if you decide to do it off social media, is that you'll realize it's just simpler to help more people with less effort when you're on there doing stuff like posting and talking and engaging. It's just a lot faster. But you don't have to. You can easily send 158 people a thank you card, and you'll probably get a lot of people coming, oh my God, that's so nice, thank you. No worries. And they'll probably come back to you and shoot you a message on Messenger. And before you know it, you'll be talking on media that's social. Phones are social media. It's social and it's some form of media. Cards are social and it's a form of media. Are you with me? There has to be some sort of value exchange at some point with other human beings. I don't know anyone that's not made money anywhere in the world without engaging other human beings. I just don't know any. So effectively, get good at it. Become a student of the craft of engaging with other human beings. Learning how to talk to them, learning how to be curious about them and ask questions and engage them. That's how you make money. So that would be an interesting experience, Silka, if you decide to do that this week. That would arguably change your life. I tell you what would be interesting, if you were really wanting to step outside your comfort zone. Go and buy 100 of those cards. Write something nice about the person. Ask for their address. And write them and send them this week. Send 100. And let's say they'll get them. And you'll get a lot of people saying, thanks for the card. You're like, no worries. What's up with you? Not much. What are you up to? Actually, I'm heading to the Gold Coast next weekend. What's on there? I'm going to an event. What's it about? This and this and this. Do you want to come? Okay. It's a start, though. It's leading with value. I had a buddy of mine, and I was going to the Berkshire Hathaway meeting to see Warren Buffett, and I was already going. I'd already organized flights, and I was going anyway. And he's a really good guy, and he really likes Warren too. And I said to him, hey, man, and he was like, just kind of digesting his head. And I just went to him, hey, man, why don't you come? Like, why don't you come? Why don't you fly halfway around the world at the last minute and go and spend $3,500, $4,000 to do it? And why don't you just come for a couple of days? He went, oh. And he started contemplating, oh, should I go? Chatted to his wife, I'm going to go. And bang, he was with me. And he said it's one of the best weekends of his life. Anyway, we better do some training. All right. Not that hard to do the homework, but those that do it get the goods. The customer journey is what we're teaching. It's very simple. Let me take you to the eforfreeclub.info, which is a website we go to where all the stuff is here. And so far in the training, we've learned to become an associate, which helps you get paid and create your own pack, create your own cart link, ready to go. You post on social media to give value to the world and generate leads and have people leaning in. You can also reach out to people and ask them if they know someone who, yada, yada, yada. It's called a referral ask. That will hopefully lead to leads too. But anyone who's interested at anything you're doing, you've got to ask them some questions. You open them up with a few questions here. You give them an offer. Right here, it's called a pre-close. And they say, yes, I'd like to learn more about it. You add them to the Facebook group. You welcome them in and you tag them in the welcome post, or sorry, in the pin post of this group. And they watch one of the webinars, the 22-minute one, which is this one, the Biohack Masterclass, the 14-day Biohack Masterclass, or they watch the shorter one, the 8-minute one. And there's two there they can choose. And they choose the 30-day pack, whatever they want. But that does the selling for you. Got it? And after that, you follow them up. It's the follow-up. The fortune's in the follow-ups. We did this last week. The follow-up begins as soon as you add them to the group. Boom, 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 boom. Right? And then we know when you get someone leaning in, before you send them to the group and tag them, you put them on a list and you just manage people on the list. Right? So all these people on the list that have enrolled recently as well, you'd be inviting them to the Thrive event this week. That's the number one thing you'd be doing. And you'd be tracking where they're at so you can follow them up, right? There's some proven messages to follow them up. There it is, Aaron, step 7. Boom. It's this one. Is it step 7? Yeah, follow up. Boom, boom. Click here, more follow-up techniques there. There's 11 different follow-up techniques you can use. Just touch, 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 touch. You don't have to be a pest. Just got to touch them. And then, how to overcome objections. Just talk to your upline how to do that, although there wouldn't be many objections. Now, here's where we go to the customer journey. Once they enroll and you get that notification they've enrolled, it's so fun because you put a bell in the group. Yes, the bell emoji goes in there. And you're like, yes, I fucking got one. Give me validation. Right? I wanted to, so I put mine in there. I'm like, I'm still working here. Like, put one in there. I put one in the other day. I was traveling around. I was in between airports. There's one. I'm going for another one this week. So when you enroll, and that's exciting. So what do you do next?
Put them in a group challenge.
Yeah, you can put them into the group challenge. That's right. We've got a group challenge. Anytime we're running the masterclass, there's a group challenge. Yep. So if that exists, chuck them in there. How many of you are in that challenge thread that Katrina's running? Wonderful. Excellent. Chuck them in there. Fully supported, engaged, excited. If there's not a challenge on, what would you do?
Congratulate them on their products, and it's all in Eat for Free, and then get them to follow steps 1 to 10, I think it is, on Eat for Free. And
Great. So you send them a link to enroll. They've enrolled, and then you literally copy this, yes? Boom. Copy that. Congratulations, your new product's on the way. What's the next step? Click this link and complete all the steps at the top before your product arrives. What I like to do is say, once you've finished that, send me a thumbs up. I like to say that. Maybe we could add that in there. Because it commits them to come back to me when they're finished. Right? And if they click on that, you go, oh, cool, my product's on its way. You'll get a nice email from Isogenix. They go, oh, this is cool. Welcome to your customer journey. Oh, look at this. Oh, what's this video? Oh, so it says, oh, 12 minutes. Okay, what's this?
Do it. Because what you'll see is that there's going to be 4 cleanse days.
Is this the old one?
Breakfast.
Where's Alicia? Is this an old video? I thought it was Franny there. Maybe Franny's in this one.
Press play again.
Yeah. It's Lisa. It's what's in
I
it?
took 2 things that I love, dancing and dogs, and I made them into a successful business.
So your 30-day system is
Sarah. Is she there?
Have you got the old hashes on your computer? Maybe. Let me check on my phone.
Yeah, with more than a couple. Yes, maybe I do. Maybe it's like, oh, it's correct because it's in
yeah, Franny is on there.
Yeah,
But you must have an
good.
old one.
I do. It's because I have the old link in my Explorer. Hang on a second. Let me fix that.
Yeah, it's Franny.
Yeah, perfect. I don't know why it's pulling up Explorer. That's weird. So anyway, don't use Explorer. There we go. There we go. Here we go. They click this.
Hello and welcome. Massive congratulations for starting on the Rediscover You system and taking care of your health. My name is Franny and I've been using the system for nearly 7 years now.
Whoa, go Franny. Boom, she tells us exactly what a shake day is, where to find your shake day. She goes through all these steps here. All of them. She goes through all of them. And she does it in 7 minutes. How to do a shake day, how to do a cleanse day, how your products work, which ones are good, put it in the fridge. Each button. Now do this. Now you do that. Now you sign up for this. Now you do it. Your app, how it works. When your auto ship comes, the customer group. Oh my God, Freddie! Everything's done for me in 7.5 minutes. You're a princess. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. You should send him a message and say thanks. Done. So when someone starts and they enroll, all you have to do is send down at step 7 here. Step 8. Enroll and plug them in. So once you enroll them, right, that's the message to send to enroll with your link. They enroll. Boom. Send them that. Shoot me a thumbs up once you watch the top video. Explains everything in 7.5 minutes. And they're enrolled. You don't need to go to their house, go through their pack with them, take them to the gym. You don't need to do any of that. Just got to plug them in. Boom. Right? And if they want to do this for their health, they will do it. It's not your job to convince them to do it. If I have a customer who says, oh, this is this and that's that, and this, I'm like, well, fucking don't do it then. I don't care. I'm just the messenger. I'm not your PT coach. I don't care. Like, I know the products work. I've got 17,000 people that follow them. They work for me. My health is great. I'm not going to get diabetes. I'm going to live a long time. You don't have to. What I want to do is guide them and encourage them. Like, you got this. You're going to do it. It's going to be fun. But as soon as they come step into me with whinging, whining, blah, 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 and this, my cat's father's son's died, blah, 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 blah. Like, as soon as it gets hard like that, I'm done. I'm out. It's not my job to drag people through a health program that clearly works if they just follow it. Yes? And so here's how you handle that. Hey, sounds like it's not the right time for you. Let me know when you're serious about it. And most of the time you get people coming like this. This is going to be awesome. Great. I watched the video with Franny. She's awesome. This makes sense. What do you suggest I do here? I think you should do this. Cool. What do you think I should do there? Awesome. Hey, should I go on the Ice Body Challenge? Yeah, do it. Cool. Hey, that challenge group's fun. Yeah, awesome. Hey, what? That's someone who's eager and keen. And they're committed. They're talking to you. They're keen, right? That's the type of customer that you want to support and encourage and be with. But as soon as they start dragging your energy and trying to think that you're their psychotherapist and psychologist and counselor and PT and mum all in one, you've got to explain to them that you're not, and they must be an adult. Right? Say, look, you can do it two ways. You can be a child or you can be an adult. Which one would you like to choose right now? Because I only work with adults. And that'll Wendy's laughing, but I'm not joking. There's a lot of children in the world in adult bodies, Wendy. I just want you to know that this business doesn't require you to drag people. What it requires you to do is connect them with a system that they need and just encourage them. And if they are very difficult, you aren't committed. You aren't their doctor. You are someone who referred them to a movie. If they don't like Spider-Man, no skin off your nose. Does that make sense? Great. I just think that's important because some people think they've got to go to their house and have their products for them. Oh, you don't like the shake? I'll have it for you. What? All right. Any questions on that part of the journey? Okay. Do you guys want to know the secret to how to get people to follow the products and love the products and get amazing product results? Here's the secret. This will increase your customers' retention by up to 90%. 90. Okay, here's what it is. If your customer shares with just one person, then the likelihood that they're going to still be ordering in 90 days or longer goes up by 90%. If they just share with one person. So let me explain this very clearly. If you cleanse coached them like a boss and you checked in every day and you made sure that they were loved and you did everything for them and you were right on them and you spoke to them every single day, you did calls with them, you went to their house, you had coffees with them, and you just loved them on the products and the products and the products and the products and the products, and you just coached them to death, right? It's still nowhere near, not even anywhere near as potent as what happens to them when they turn around and help someone else. Which is why Alicia and I have such high retention of our customers, because we're very encouraging of them sharing with someone else. Because we know if they share with just one person, our retention rate for them being a great customer, them getting fit, I'm not talking about them making money, them getting amazing physical results goes up by 90%. So if you want the best for your customers, then you've got to get out of your own way and just help them share with one person. You'll be doing them a far greater favor for their own personal health by helping them share with one than being the ultimate cleanse coach. I promise. There's a story. Oh, I've been summoned here in the chat. Let me see what it says. Oh shit. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do this. There's this quick story. Anyone heard of AA? The AA meetings? Alcoholics Anonymous, yes? 12 steps to Alcoholics Anonymous. Now, lots of people go to AA, okay? And it was started by these guys. There's about 5 of these guys that started it, yes? And every time someone was coming in, they would fail. The person would go relapse again. And like a year went by, and they were like, oh, there's a little group that started it. They didn't touch a drink. But all the people they were bringing in, they kept relapsing. And they said to their wives, oh my God, we've failed. Like everyone's relapsed. We've helped with this program. And the wives goes, don't be an idiot. Are you an idiot? What are you, crazy? What are you talking about? Goes, you 5 guys that started it, you haven't touched a drink. It's a success. And the reason why they did it is because they were helping others. They were compelled to stand in the identity of someone who does this. And it's the same as Isagenix. If you turn around and help someone, you are forced to raise your standards. This is why Alicia and I stay in shape, because our identity forces us to do it. We're incentivized to stay in shape. Interesting. All right, let's do a breakout. And let's just do this in the breakout. I want you to come up with some ideas on how you would get your customers to share. Some ways that you could encourage your customers to share. That's the breakout topic. So I'll click on the rooms. Let's do 5 rooms. Just brainstorm with each other the different ways that you can get your customers sharing. Go. We'll come back and unpack it shortly. All right, what did we come up with in our groups? We'll wait for the others to come, shall we? They're still yabbering away, getting their ideas together. I'm loving it.
They must be having some really good yarns in their
They will
chats.
be. They'll be getting no ideas. They'll be talking in detail. What's this going on here? We're about to get
Yeah.
We got 5 seconds.
Yeah, they can.
All right. Good to have everyone back. Almost everyone now. Okay, let's do some takeaways here. What are some of the ways you can get your customers to share?
Ask them.
Yep, you can ask them.
Yeah, so early on in the piece too, like don't wait too long. I find that if you leave it too long, like when they say their first comment, oh my gosh, I love the product, or oh my gosh, I'm getting a result.
Yep.
Then you're like, oh, who else? Do you have any other friends that you want to join?
Yep.
Connect arms with and join in.
Yeah, usually done in the first week. Or first week or two. Yep, definitely. Great. Yep. So keep an eye out for that first win. And then what else?
Martin's gone, but he had a really good point. He was like, oh, do you want to show your results? If not, give the person to me and I'll do it for you.
Yep. Cool. That would work. Yep. How else?
We talked about maybe if someone's a bit scared about sharing their results, or on social media about putting together a post for the Rediscover You Info Facebook group, and it's a closed group in a safe community, so it's a way of encouraging people to share in a not so scary format.
Yep. Could ask them if they can post in the private group. Do a post for them. Say, hey, can you post this in the group? Just let them unlock. Just get them to unlock that group they have on it. Yep. What else? Come on.
Host a party at their place.
Huh? Yeah. Host a party. Host an info session at your house, and invite your friends to come have a look, and they can invite their person. Yep.
Assess their situation first. Like when Kylie Greenwood signed me up, I had just lost my job, and she's like, "Hey, let's get you paid."
There you go. Great. Let's get you paid. How did that feel when she said, "Let's get you paid"?
Good.
Great. How good. And here you are. We get you paid this week. Who wants to come to Dunedin? You could do one in Dunedin yourself, Danny. No worries. Easy done. How else can you share? How else can you help with customers share?
You can get them to write their one-liner wins, Timothy?
Yes.
Yep. Get them to write their one-line wins, post them, tell people, message people. How else? Can I ask for help? Hey, can I get your help with something? Sure, what is it? I need you to help me share with one person. Okay.
Yeah.
The guy, I said, hey man, can I get your help with something? He's like, what? I said, would be really appreciated. I'd really appreciate if you could just share with 1 or 2 people for me. Just pop something on social media. Just maybe share with one person. It would just do me so. I just really appreciate it if you could do that for me. I really would love you to. It would help me a lot. Okay. And he came in and made 100 grand. Won a trip, made 100 grand. Ask for help. Take their hand. Have a coffee with them. Have lunch with them. Take them to an event. Host an event. Host an event at their house. Hey, if we came to your place and hosted a little event there and helped you get a few $100 in your pocket, would you be open to it? Yep, cool. What night suits? We used to drive up and down to Brisbane all the time. They don't know how to do it, so we drove there and helped them. Helped people run a little masterclass. Right? And now we help people share because we bring them into the Shake Up Your Finances Masterclass, and we help them come into Side Hustle School. And we encourage them to follow some simple steps to start helping people share quickly. We bring people in for an opportunity and we help them share fast through teaching in these steps we're teaching you, right? Does that make sense? You're all welcome to bring people into Side Hustle School. Look what happened to Kylie. She helped Silka come into the Shake Up Your Finances. She's in here now. She's going to share with a couple people. All right. Any other ways I'm missing, Alicia? No. Well, we covered it. The most important thing is to do it. Just remember, you're going to increase their retention by 90% if you do it. Yeah, Alicia put in the chat there all the ways. Look at that. They're all the different ways. You can help them share. Oh, here we go. Huh, you don't say. Helping customers share. Oh, this is good. Look, it's copy, paste, blah, send. Oh, that's nice. After they've posted in the group, oh, I can send this to them, post on your wall, done. When they do this and people want to get help, then you show them these steps above. Hey, add them to the Facebook group, tag them in that. Okay. Bring them to the masterclass. Okay. Bring them to this event. Okay. There we go. There's the steps. Step 1, step 2, copy, paste, send. Copy, paste, send. It's right there for you. Step 9, helping customers share. All right. Okay, who wants the homework task for the week? Excellent. Fantastic. Here we go. Ready? This is the homework for the week. Customer journey, we're done. Don't forget about Thrive. It's coming up. If you don't have your ticket, that's where you get tickets. Bring someone, bring anyone, bring it's just gonna be the best event ever. It's gonna be so good. anz.icejeningsevents.com. Get your ticket, come along, and you won't regret it. It's gonna be awesome. If you want your t-shirt, just message Alicia with your size and we'll get this printed out for you and we'll give it to you at Thrive. Okay, it's $25 cost price, Team Eagle shirt, and everyone will be wearing them on the weekend, so I'd love you to have one. If you want one, just message Alicia. Here's the homework. What you want to do is watch the compensation plan video. I'm going to show you where to find it. Okay. And here's what you're going to do. The compensation plan video is a 10-minute video. That's it. It's just 10 minutes. And it's going to explain the ins and outs of the entire Isagenix compensation plan, which is industry leading. It doesn't get any better than it does at Isagenix, okay, for recurring income. Upfront and recurring, okay? So I want you to watch the compensation plan video, and then I want you to record a video of yourself with your top 3 takeaways from the video, and you're going to share it in our Side Hustle School Messenger chat. So that next week when I say who's done the homework, it's going to be very obvious because I'm going to pull it up and go, oh, well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. It'll be very easy. So a short video of yourself talking to camera. These are the 3 takeaways I got from the compensation plan video. ... Now, don't watch someone else's video and just copy them, because that'll come to haunt you. Watch the full 10-minute video, understand it, and then do the video of what you came from it, put it in the group chat. That's the homework, okay? And ask your customers to share their results in the Rediscover You info group using the exact scripting that's already there on the Eat for Free Club. Just copy, paste, send. If you don't have a customer yet, it's your results. So if you don't have a customer yet, you've got to post your results in the info group. Very measurable tasks. Next week, we're going to see who does it and who doesn't do it, right? Does that make sense? Yep. Now, this is such simple homework. If you don't do it, you're going to be expelled from Side Hustle School. You won't make it to week 6. We're going to expel you next week. Actually, we won't expel you. We'll suspend you. You'll be on suspension. Not Friday detention, suspension. Now, what suspension means is that you can't come to the following week in Side Hustle School to finish off.
There is none.
Yeah, it is. Next week, Side Hustle School.
Oh, as in the final one. Graduate, okay.
You got to get, we can't stay for graduation. And you may not be let in. I don't know, we'll do something. But I want some consequences to this. Because people float through life with no consequences. Oh, I didn't do it. Oh, I didn't. Right? Don't get suspended from Side Hustle School. You'll have like a black mark next to your name. It'll be very difficult to get into any other school. It'll affect your career. just because it's so simple, this one. We want to see who's got the agency to do the business. So we're going to be watching. We'd love for all 16, 15 of you to finish. Okay? We would definitely love that. We want to graduate everyone. But you got to do the homework task. Put your hands up like this if that's very clear. Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, cool. Some of you are going to go and do it straight away, which I'd encourage. It'd be awesome. Go do that this week. That's pretty much it. Next week, we're on same time, same place. Last lesson and then graduation. And then we hit Thrive with our cool shirts on and go off our faces, okay? Let's do this to finish off. Top takeaway from today's trainings. Let's do 5 takeaways. Top 5 top takeaways from today's training.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
You missed 100% of the shots you don't take, Mr. Wayne Gretzky. Yep.
If you don't ask, the answer will always be no.
You don't ask, the answer will always be no.
Strong agency.
Yes, high agency. See it. Kick the door down.
Get to events.
Get to events. Get to events and take people. Last one.
AI is a great tool.
Yeah, only if you use it. Yeah, it's a great tool if you use it. Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Great takeaway there. Awesome. Fantastic. All right, good to see everyone's faces. See you next week, and then we'll see you at Thrive. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.